Hi, here we are again. Well, this is the wreath I made yesterday for Katie. What do you think? It kind of has a tail on it. The way it wound up making, it kind of will take care of the bow. I won't have to worry about a bow. And what I'm going to do is put some sunflowers on it. There are these little beads. I'm going to look and see how to position them. And we will just make it a sunflower wreath for her. And hopefully she'll like it. You know, some people like things and some people don't, and it's okay. We all have different tastes. I dropped one. Where'd it go? Oh, cat got it. Uh-oh, it's under the stove. I'm not going to get it from there for now. It only takes a minute for them to get something and march off with it. It was a round bead. I don't know how many are in here. There should be enough. It's going to have to be enough because I'm not going to break into any of the other packages of beads. I do want to use these for other stuff too. This is the outfit, by the way, that I hauled today. See, it has a hood. It's hanging around the front. It's not supposed to. But, let me see. It's really comfy. You still can't see it very well. Let me go this way. Whoa. See? The pants are really generous. They're really loose. I like that. Makes them more comfortable. Everything on it fits well. I'm pretty impressed. And it's a comfy thing. Okay, cats, go away. There's nothing here that you need to have. Go. Go, go. I think that they should be up here. What do you have? Now what do you have? Oh, goodness. Give me that. That's one of Peyton's makeup brushes. She doesn't put anything up. And the dogs get them. And then the cats get them. So here's my little glue gun. I need to put glue in it. We're going to finish these too. I just wanted to get this out of the way because it's big. And I will tilt the camera down so you can see. Oh my goodness, how did you get that? Now my sticks are on the floor. Oh, you guys are horrible. No, no. Give me that. Oh, you're too quick. No. My glue sticks fell out too. I need to put them in a cage while I'm doing stuff. They're just too busy. I'm kidding, right? I wouldn't put them in a cage. I just have to watch them closer. I did this, not them. They just take advantage of what's out. But this is what every day looks like in my house. It's like, oh gosh, what can we get into now? But you know what? He was sick yesterday. She was sick yesterday, and I'm really, really glad that she's not anymore. She seems to feel fine, obviously. Okay. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna load this little puppy up. Maybe not yet. There's still quite a bit in here. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. While I'm painting, I'm going to paint this star that I got at Habitat. I don't remember if you remember this. But I'll be putting this on a wreath. I'll be painting that. Okay. And it won't be white, but it's going to have a white undercoat. So I guess I'll just like indiscriminately put them on here. What do you think? It's pretty cute, huh? Ouch. That's not a good place for that. Oh, it's sultry. It's really, really humid and sultry. The we're supposed to have thunderstorms. It is raining. So do any of you guys dislike thunderstorms? I dislike them. I know that God knows what he's doing, but I'm afraid of him, to be honest with you. I've been in a tornado before, and it's not much fun. Although where we live right now, there hasn't been a tornado in a very long time. So either that's a good thing or a bad thing. Either we're due one or they're not going to happen. And I prefer to think that they're not going to happen. This will be big enough to put on her front door, I think. And I don't have enough to go all the way around the wreath, so I'm going to concentrate them more towards the bottom here. Where should I put that one? Oh, there's a thunder boomer right there. Well, that is the extent of the little pretties. I think it's pretty without them, but it's kind of prettier with them. Can you see? I think she'll like it. Oh gosh, everything is on the ground always. My depth perception is really poor. And when I put things up, I think I'm getting it on the ledge or whatever, and I'm not. So they wind up on the floor. Okay. Turn that thing off. What else fell? A glue stick fell. And this towel is gonna fall. I told you that I would bring the stencils in so we could look at them, and I did. Out of there. They think I brought the box in for them. There's a lot of them, guys. I was going to make a plaque with these on them for Katie for Christmas. It didn't get done. That doesn't mean it can't get done. Okay. These. So these are like full sheet. I don't think that they're gonna work for this. These stencils would be like for, well, for bigger canvases, boards. When I say canvas, I'm talking about whatever you're putting them on. They're really pretty, as all stencils can be. Look at that, has birds and I've got more birds than I know what to do with. I'm sure that you forget what you have sometimes too. Sometimes I kick myself and think, Denise, what are you thinking? There's this one. I like that. I think that's so pretty. I don't think that these boards would accommodate them. Actually, they would. Ugh. I'm impressed. They would. The wood would. I'm going to put this one aside. I really like that. Oh, look at this one. I like this one too. I need to go get my colors. I won't be doing these in black. Oh, I opened these first. Now these, I wouldn't put this on one board. I would use these individually, I think. I don't know, maybe. Is this too? It's not, it's really thick though. There are different fireflies and butterflies. Oh, this one is beautiful. Look at that. That would be gorgeous. Well, we're going to hear sounds. Oh, and these butterflies are so pretty. Very intricate. And then this border. You guys are crazy, stop. And these flowers. These are really going to be fun. Oh, these are roses. At least some of them are. They all are. Are those tulips on the side there? And then roses. I think I saved two out of here that I liked. But that one I really like a lot. Really a lot. I don't know. That's okay, but it's not, I'm not as struck with it as I was. And of course I dropped my bag on the floor. Okay, let's see what's in here. I think there are a lot of flowers in here also. So these aren't the, oh gosh, I've got some canvases. I forgot I had these. Or no, that's not canvases, that's stationery. How cool. I'll have to put it with the stationery. Look at this one. Flower garden. I love it. Different kinds of flowers. I don't even want to turn around. What are you into? A box. She's in a box. That's the noise you're hearing. This one. That's pretty. I kind of like to find some that might go together. This one is so pretty. They're intricate, aren't they? What do you have now? How did you get that brush? It wasn't on the floor. Must have knocked it down. This one. This has a bird in it and a butterfly and flowers. Oh, this is tulips. I really like tulips. And this is a combination of different flowers. So, oh man, that's what's going on. She's getting up on the table and knocking things down to play with. She's too smart for her own good. Or for my good, anyway. These are pretty. It almost looks like gladiolas or irises. And the little flowers. Maybe tulips. I'm not sure. Oh, this one I wasn't going to hold on to that one. Okay, so that's that group. If I was to take my favorite one out of this group, it might be that one. Let's see. That's pretty. But I pulled the sunflower, so let me see if we can find something that would go with that. You know what? You need to get down. Stop. No. Go. Go. How come she doesn't listen to me? Just like the rest of my kids. That might go. So there's some sunflowers in it and different stuff. You've seen all of these. I'm just going through them a second time. I didn't really think that these would be small enough to put on those boards. I thought the boards were bigger. So that kind of opens the door for a couple of things here. Let's just see. There's some more big ones. I have a hunch that we're going to get into Christmas stuff. Yes. These are more the winter bare branches and Santa, and we're not going to do Christmas right now. Christmas is always nice, but that's not what I'm doing right now. No. No glue sticks either. Why don't you just get down? Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. No, we're just going to move to a different part of the table where I can't reach her. Let's see. These are all the smaller ones. But you could put smaller ones together and make a big display, I suppose. Let's see if there are any other big ones in here. Here's one. Oh, look. That's a sunflower. That's a sunflower. Those are sunflowers. Oh, this is perfect. She got the brush. Look. Maybe we can do these on two of them. You are so naughty. There's the crows. The horse. Should I do one horse and do it for Maddie? I know we talked about her doing it. But maybe I could do one, and that would be the 3. These are all Christmas too, I think. Relax, recharge, restore. No, it's not. Bed and breakfast. Soft warm bed. Fresh home cooking. We're glad you're here. I'm going to have fun with these stencils. I like these. Haven't looked at them in a long time. It says trading company, mercantile, clothes, odds and ends, and dry goods, family owned since 1842. Main Street. Here, let me take these off. It's not a big deal to put them back on so you can see them better. I guess I can't rescue that brush. Not right now, anyway. These will be fun to look at. I'm not going to use them today, but this is the mercantile. And this is backwards. It says Main Street, general store, groceries, dry goods, hardware, imported and domestic. That's my house. I kind of have a hunch that maybe it's not just my house. Oh, look, genuine premium quality honey. Bumblebee and Company, sweet, pure, local, premium honey. Is this the bed and breakfast? Yeah, this is the bed and breakfast one. I could clean out a forest and not use all of these. I know that's not exactly right, but this says bicycle shop open daily, established 1924, repair, sales, and rentals. How fun. This one says, backwards, soda fountain, old-fashioned, friendly service, burgers, fries, shakes, and malts. Isn't that cute? And this one says, sweet shop, old-fashioned sweet shop. Best sweets in town. Candies, fudge, and lollipops. That's not a nice thing to do to me. It doesn't really bother me. I don't know why I said that. It doesn't, not right now. It has. And it might later today, I don't know. But I'm fine right now. It's funny, after it's been a long time that I've eaten the way I eat, and for the most part I don't have cravings anymore. But man, when I have one, it really brings back memories. I don't like it. Fresh herbs, organic rosemary, basil, thyme, hand-picked, open daily. Now what are you into? I gotta move something. Sorry. Why do you have to be so naughty? Huh? Get down. Things aren't here for your enjoyment. You're here because they're just here. In that pantry that I showed you yesterday, they get in there and knock down the cans. They know how to open the door. It truly is like having 2-year-olds. Naughty 2-year-olds. My 2-year-olds didn't do that. They learned early what they could do and what they couldn't do. And they were really good kids. I didn't have trouble with rebellion with my children until they got older. Bakery, happiness is homemade. Antiques and collectibles, open daily, flea market, buy, sell, and trade. This kind of opens the door for somebody that has a little store or something that they might want to sign. You never know. Flowers. Flower market. Open daily, locally grown. But if not, they're just fun to hang in your house. Theater and lounge. Open daily. Sit back. Enjoy the show. Relax. Did you go to movies when you were a kid? We had a theater where it was $0.25 to watch the movie. And if you wanted to sit in the loges, which was upstairs, it was 45 cents. Hand-picked fresh produce. Fruits, homegrown veggies. The Oldie Mill. The Old Mill. OLDE. Must be the old way to spell it. Antiques and Curiosities. This one goes this way. Antiques, vintage, collectibles. How fun. And this is, what is this? These are patterns and things. I thought I had some borders, but I don't. I suppose I need to get some borders. I don't have to. I thought about bordering some of these. So like mandalas. Well, that's not. That's a big flower. I think these are the ones that are like tile size. Could do your floor. It'd be pretty. If I spent all that time to paint my floor, I wouldn't want anybody to walk on it. Okay, so we have 3 stencils. Glue stick goes in there, glue stick goes in there. Glue gun is cool. So it can go back in the box. I won't see Katie till Saturday. Maybe Maddie can help pick the winner. She's been wanting to be on one of the videos with me. So, and her mom said it was okay. I've been reluctant to say anything because, you know, she's not my kid. Okay, this needs to go back in there. The beads need to go back in there. More of the Q-tips that the cats got into. Okay. I didn't hammer it down, so it shouldn't be hard to get off at all. Oh man, I should have taken and sanded off the lid. Where's my stir stick? It didn't really separate, but I'm going to stir it up anyway. Because it did kind of a little bit. I think maybe what I'm going to need to do is get some containers and get the paint out of this can, because the can is showing where it's starting to flake. I don't think it's very old, but I don't know that maybe it just doesn't take a long time for that to happen. Okay, I gotta go put this in the sink. when I was painting my room. Everything was green. Everything. There were little pink spots on the floor that were green. All my stir sticks were green. I guess that makes sense since I painted my room green. Okay, I gotta get a bib. I've been spoken to about this more than once. So I ordered an apron, but it's not here yet. I feel like I'm too... Okay. But you know, sure shooting, I'd get something on me. Well, first thing I'm going to do is paint this. And the reason I'm painting it is to like prime it. Somebody had it gold at one point. So now it's red, white, and blue with gold. But we're going to paint it white right now. And then I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. I bought spray paint for my cupboards a few years ago. I've been here 4 years, and I think I bought it the first year we were here. And I thought it might be bad, but it's not. So maybe I can do my kitchen too. I have kind of lofty goals. And I'm not going to give up. This will take at least 2 coats. And then the other side. What was the last thing that any of you painted? Have you painted? Oh, look, it fell off. When I painted my house that I was living in I was a kid. I was a teenager when I painted that house. But I had never, let's see, I want to make sure I'm telling you the truth. I had never painted anything before. That was my entrance into painting. I ended up painting 3 sides of the house. And it was white with green trim. I didn't pick the colors. I probably would have picked purple and pink or something. Probably not those colors, but I probably would have picked something different. My mom wanted it to be just similar to what it was. And it was white with green trim. So that was what I did. And then the second house that I painted was my husband's and mine. I painted that antique white with a blue trim. That was really pretty. And it was fun because my house, the house that we did, I bought it as a rental, and it was not in great shape. So everybody in the neighborhood was really happy to see that it was getting painted and stuff. I think my neighbors now probably look at me and think, oh man, I have a branch down in my yard, it's a big branch. Can't really do anything about it now anyway. I mean, I can't. Maybe when the weather gets better. I have a little tiny chainsaw. It's not a huge branch, you know, like it weighs 500 pounds or anything. I couldn't carry it the way it is, but it can be cut up into carryable pieces. I live in a neighborhood where we have really big lots. I mean, that might sound big to you. It's more than a third of an acre. Oh no, go away. We're not doing that. I got footprints on one thing yesterday. That's enough. She says, no, it's not. Go on. Do you get bored watching me? I don't want you to. And my sinuses are just giving me fits. You know, I'm really blessed. My nose drips, but generally I don't have sinus headaches or anything like that. So my face dripping is just kind of what happens. I'll probably stencil something on this star, some kind of a something. I suppose I ought to paint this too, because I can always put it back on there. I wanted to tell you, I've been having a real hard time with people getting unsubscribed. And when you're subscribed and you just get notification all the time of when a new video is, if you get unsubscribed, you might not remember. It took one of my viewers a week or better to find out, to remember and how to find me. And I have several viewers right now that you know, they're really faithful viewers and message me a lot. And I don't think they unsubscribed. I'd be really surprised if they did. I mean, they have every right to if they want to. They were not invisible people. And I guess what I think, I don't know. I don't know why Facebook would do that. But I've heard of them doing it. And I think I'm seeing it happen on this page. Get away, it's paint. Go away. So we're doing the flip side now, the wood. It doesn't take a long time for it to dry. So I think that I'll be able to get back on here and do some stenciling with you tonight. You know, it feels really good to be able to do something like this. It's nice to be able to gather things, but what's nicer is to know that the things that I'm gathering are going to be used. You can have high hopes and high expectations of what you want to do, and then just not be able to do it. That's what happened with the dolls. I worked really hard on those dolls. I'll have to show you. I did a video on the dolls early on, but you know, I thought, man, nobody's going to want to see this stuff. And I've had questions asked about them, so maybe I will. Well, I will. It's just not going to be for a minute. But I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and money into getting, I would buy these LOL dolls. And bless their little hearts, the girls that had them, you know, they just played with them until they were a mess, and mom and dad didn't insist on them taking care of them. So I get these dolls with some clothes and some without, and they were always dirty. And I bought them that way, knowing, you know. So I bathe them, bathe their clothing. I don't know if you're familiar with these little dolls. They're 3-inch dolls. And they kind of took everybody by storm at one point. They're not as popular now as they used to be. But I can sell them for a whole lot less than you get them for at the store. So hopefully there'll be a demand for them. Their clothes are plastic for the most part, but they have just really fashion forward stuff and boots and all kinds of stuff and accessories. I've got it all. I probably have 400 dolls. So I was pretty invested. Literally. I'd buy the dolls and whatever accessories they had, and then I'd buy accessories by themselves. And it ran up into buco bucks for me. And ultimately it was a good idea, you know. I think that I did a good job and I followed through and all of that. But you just don't know, you know, and that's what I was trying to say is sometimes the best laid plans kind of don't happen. I had a really difficult year health-wise, and God has lifted me up. I didn't feel like it was time. I felt like there were things that I needed to do. And appearances didn't look like, you know, that was the case. It looked like I was pretty sick. And God just lifted me up. So it's not time. And I get to be with you guys and to talk about Him. And to share some things that I enjoy. So this has been a huge trip for me, being able to do this. You know what? I just painted the top part of this, didn't I? I didn't turn it over. My mouth is going. Well, it had a third coat. So. Why didn't you tell me? Okay, I'm flipping it over. This is the raw side. I didn't notice all the way through, and then I thought, gosh, the paint is almost the same color as the wood. And it was, gee whiz. It poured buckets today, earlier. You know how when it gets really overcast outside and it gets dark. It was really dark. Had to turn on lights. Well, I'm glad I had the apron on. I just dripped on that. Or the bib. It's not an apron. So it would have been on my clothes. Thank you, my friends that have encouraged me to do this. Do you remember high school much? Did you have a good high school experience or a mortifying high school experience or just a so-so one? Mine was constantly, I had gotten in my head so young that I wasn't very worthy of being loved. I spent a lot of time doing things that I thought would help me to get accepted. And it didn't. It's funny how those things will follow you through your life, and you really have to find a way to step away, to really step away, and God does that for you. But getting to that point of understanding that He will, and that He will lift you up. Okay, I'm gonna go and rinse my brush out, put the lid on, and wait until these things dry a bit. And I may go ahead and do a second coat before I get back on here so that we can do some stenciling. In the meantime, I'll start another wreath. I know I need to be doing things with time constraints because I don't want to miss a window if there's a time, you know, to as soon as the oh goodness, the little bazaars and stuff, the craft fairs start. I want to be able to have things ready. Thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for sitting with me. I'll talk to you soon. Until next time.